I'm a nerd. I'm very proud of it. That's not a term I bet you weren't expecting to hear. That's not a term I would have ever called myself when I was younger. And for good reasons. When I was younger, I was born in July 9th, 1990. So I was a full-fledged 90s baby. And I'm very happy to have been born in the 90s. Some amazing things happened in the 90s. I was around for the start of Pokemon, your Dragon Ball Z, your gaming industry was blowing up. And I can't remember exactly when Harry Potter came out, but I remember I was probably in the 4th or 5th grade. So I was still probably about 10 years old. So I had to have been right around there. And I'm very happy that I got to enjoy these things as a kid, because I feel like it shaped who I am as an adult. Now, going back to what I was saying, it's not something I would have ever had called myself a few years ago. I'd say more like a decade. I forget how old I am. I'm getting up there in age. I remember very vividly as a kid my dad saying, "You're gonna grow out of this. You're gonna think it's very childish. You're not gonna like Pokemon when you're older." Or he called it Pokemon at the time, along with every other parent or adult. And I remember telling him, "No, I'm always gonna love this. This is me. It's who I am." And man, I can't believe how right I was and how wrong he was. It's, these things. I remember in the 6th grade, I have to say it was about 5th or 6th grade, that's when I started shying away from it all. I never lost my passion or love for these things, but I started to shy away from it because as a kid, when you were called a geek or a nerd, or you like this stuff, it's for children, it's for kids, it made me a little shy. This one kid, Carlos, he called me out in front of the entire class on a field trip. He goes, "Yeah, I went over his house and he still had toys and these Pokemon cards and stuff," and the other kids were laughing and I was embarrassed. And I think that was the first moment that I truly was like, okay, I can't like this stuff anymore. All because of one kid's opinion that he could have ruined and shaped my whole future on how I like things and how I perceive it, on how I perceive other people looking at me. And as you get older, this is something you start to realize, I don't care anymore. I love this stuff. This stuff is amazing. And you're not alone. I'm not alone. There's tons of people out there, grown adults, who love this stuff. And, I'm still a child at heart. I really am. The only difference is now I have a mortgage and expensive bills. But deep down in my heart, I'm always going to be a kid. And I think that's why I love this stuff even more. Because it's moments you're able to capture. And it's like it takes you back to when you're a kid again. When I went to Universal Studios in Orlando, I'm telling you, the smile on my face couldn't have been any bigger. When I got to walk down Diagon Alley or see Hogwarts for the very first time and I bought my first wand, the Elder Wand, I was a kid again. It didn't matter what bills I had. It didn't matter what was going on in the rest of the world. All that mattered that I was there. It's like I time traveled back to when I was 10 or 11 and everything was right in the world. And then when I got to walk through the Jurassic Park theme park, hearing that music, it's like you wanted to cry from the nostalgia. It was just pure innocence. And as I look around and I saw every other adult there smiling, having a good time with their kids, it made me happy. I was like, these are the same people who grew up like me, loving these things. And I bet nowadays, every kid out there, or every adult out there, who when they were a kid had Pokemon cards, I bet they'd have kept on to them. I bet they would have held them because they didn't know what they'd be today. And I'm so happy for the community out there who have made this possible to where the things I love aren't just cool to have because it's nostalgic. They're worth money now. I mean, just for an example, if you'd have told me a few years ago that Pokemon cards would be worth what they are today, I probably would have been like, you're full of it. Ain't no way some of these cards are going for $50,000. And, you know, I held on to these cards because I had a feeling they'd be worth some money, not a whole lot. But the main reason why I kept on them, because they are my childhood. Some of these cards are about 15, 20 years old. And I'm so happy I kept on to them. You know, this is my childhood in a binder. I held on to these things because my passion for them. I loved them. That one right there. It took me forever to get a Charizard, but when I finally got one, I was screaming with joy. I kept these cards in very good condition. I'm hoping one day that, you know, I'll get them evaluated and hopefully some of them are worth a decent amount of money. I don't know if I'd ever sell them, to be honest, because yeah, some could be worth a lot of money, but it's still my childhood. These are things that I can't just let go of easily. So for anyone out there who had the same issue, if you're an adult right now and, you know, you went through the same issues, I hope that those few moments didn't ruin your love and passion for these things as you are an adult now. And for any kid out there who might be experiencing the same thing, it's okay to like nerdy, geeky things. Don't let the opinions of others ruin what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what other people think, as long as you are happy. I don't really know where I was going with this video. I thought I'd make a quick video because lately me and my friends at work have been talking a lot about Pokemon and Funkos. We've been collecting a lot of Funkos. It started off with one and turned into this somewhat obsession, because now I have about 35 in my collection. One of my favorites is probably my John Wick. I really love that one. And, you know, I'm collecting some of these because, you know, same idea, same thought process with the Pokemon cards. I was like, oh, maybe someday these might be worth money. But at the same time, I'm like, these things are freaking awesome. I love it. Some of them are like pieces of my childhood. I'll give you an example. My Billy Madison Funko. How awesome is that? I grew up watching Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, any movie that Adam Sandler was in. I mean, that was my childhood. Rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. First movie I ever saw him in, and he was hilarious. It's sad now that as the older you get, some of your icons are slowly, you know, passing on. But that's life, I guess. I guess that's the moral of this story, this video. Life's too short for you to not like the things you've liked because of other people's opinions. At the end of the day, screw everyone else. If it makes you happy, by all means. Until next time, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Wherever that like button is on the screen, smash it. Just smash it. Until next time.